Just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys today. Yoda. I want to talk about and give a response to a video that I saw. I'm a subscriber of Zoom to Thailand, Richard Mack. I'm kind of a fan of his, and I've seen his videos, and his videos are very very good. He's a very entertaining content creator. He's very good at editing and showing what's going on over in Thailand. But he's a older gentleman. I did a video on him before. He's an older gentleman. He moved over to Thailand. He kind of got stuck over there during the pandemic, and he was trying to get away from kind of the rat race of the United States, and as he called it, the Matrix. And he went over there, kind of found some peace of mind. He has a girlfriend, a Thai girlfriend. She looks out for him. She takes care of him. She does, basic things for him, cooks for him, cleans for him. Kind of, his girlfriend just does regular things. He looks out for her. He takes care of her. He takes her out. It's kind of a good thing. A good thing to see. They have a good relationship. But I was watching this episode. Basically, it's called Matrix Women Follow Us to Paradise, but why? And in the video, he's basically, talking to a couple of married couples. It's two married couples that he was talking to, and he had a Thai woman come over to his house. And the discussion kind of got heated, and it pretty much turned into the basic argument of black women. That's really what it turned into. It turned into an argument, a altercation. Not so much of an altercation, but the typical, angry black woman. Gotta be heard. Gotta say this. Gotta protect the sisterhood type thing. And mind you, this is a married woman.
No, what you have to understand is that we're not mad. I think that is the misconception, is that we're mad at y'all because y'all not with us. I think that is the big disconnect here.
You say we're mad at you guys because you're not with...
I think you guys think that we're mad at y'all because y'all ain't marry us. And we not. That's my point. We don't go.
Do you really feel that way?
Yes, we're not. Listen, all we say is leave us out of it. If you gotta go off and find your happiness somewhere else, go find it. Leave me alone though, right? You don't gotta make a series about why American women are horrible and why American women are that and why black women are that. Like, just go off and do your damn thing, and then we don't have no reason to respond. Like, there's nothing to respond to. Go live your life. We're not mad. Just go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really care about where you go and who you being with if you just don't fish on us. The TikTok videos are saying, look at your little dusty ass. Nobody wanted you anyway, okay? Yes, you over there getting that woman because you can give her $200 a month and she's gonna be happy and taken care of. Yeah.
All right, this is another thing I'm talking about. You're sitting in someone else's country with someone else in the living room sitting right next to you. Not even taking into consideration you could be insulting them. Like I said earlier, this conversation got heated, and I don't think she meant to insult her. However, this is the Matrix thinking I'm talking about, that men are trying to get away from.
And he even said it during during the video. A lot of times people they're going over there to have peace of mind. They're over there to, enjoy themselves, have their businesses or whatever, make their money and enjoy, being over there. And they're in his house, they're in Richard Mack's house. And the woman is in Richard Mack's house, in L's house, in another country, in Thailand, in a whole nother country, talking like, the typical modern American woman. Talking down about, men, of course, talking down bad about black men. and it's the normal, the normal thing. And it kind of, I know it triggered a lot of people, but for me, most men, we know women just like this. We know women who all they can do is really talk. All they can do is insult. All they can do is berate and blame black men for everything. Blame men in general for everything. And it's kind of a normal thing. And in the video, Richie Mack, after she kind of started talking, pretty much said that's why men are leaving. But the thing that kind of bothered, I know it bothered most people that saw it, her husband's demeanor, her demeanor, being assertive, being very masculine, being very, loud, insulting men. And her husband was sitting there not saying anything. Like, not saying anything. He was just quiet, and he was letting her talk. And it was disrespectful. It was very disrespectful that she was talking with her husband right there. Now, had he not said in the video that was her husband, I wouldn't have known that was her husband, because the way that she was talking. She was saying, when she was talking about black women not wanting black men, not caring about black men, she said we. I'm not sure if everybody heard that, but she was saying we don't care. If you're not gonna do this and that, you can go on somewhere else. She was saying we. And in her whole, diatribe of speaking, she never separated herself as a married woman. She never said, well, I got me a good man. He takes care of me. He looks out for me. We got whatever situation we got together. And that was disrespectful of her, because she was talking, I'm talking about the sisterhood. I'm part of the sisterhood. And that's an issue, and that's a problem that black women have. They don't want to separate themselves from the sisterhood. And being a part of the sisterhood, or whatever they want to call it, is not helping. It's not helping anything. Nobody's running to marry you because of your attitude, because of your demeanor. And then if you do get married, you want a man to be pretty much be submissive to you. And in the video, I'm not sure who this guy is or how he is, but in the video, he seemed like he was submissive to her, and he would not speak. He couldn't speak his mind. She was kind of looking at him, and whenever she was talking, he was quiet. He was kind of looking forward. He was looking stoic, and it's sad. And of course, Richie Mack said, "Hey, don't get too much on him. Don't berate him, because men have been talking about this. Other men have been talking about him, and I don't know if Richie Mack will see this video or whatever, but the reason why men are saying something about him is because we hold each other accountable as far as men. We're not afraid to say something to or about another man. It was disrespectful. His wife was disrespectful. And that's what it was. She was disrespectful to him. She never acknowledged him. She never acknowledged him as her husband, as a good man, as a person that takes care of her. And that was disrespectful. Women, on the other hand, they don't want to hear, anyone's correcting them. He's in a situation where he feels like he can't say anything. And that's a hard place to be. And even Richie Mack said it. He was like, I wouldn't have held my tongue the way she was talking. Being rude, being disrespectful. And another thing that she said that kind of, I haven't really heard anybody respond to what she said. She basically said, we don't have a problem with men going overseas. Go ahead on, go overseas. Of course, the normal stuff. Nobody wants you. Go ahead on overseas. Go overseas, and just don't talk to me about it. Don't say nothing about it.
Your little $2,000 a month is doing something in Thailand, whereas in the States we broke, nigga. I gotta go to work. That ain't enough. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You can go over there and be King Kong, but don't act like you some prize, and you are over there, and that is fine. But yes, we didn't want you, and there's good reason. You had nothing to offer. You had nothing to offer me. That's why we don't care. We're not mad about that. Go, do your thing. Just leave us out of it, because what you do is you go out and you spit this bullshit to the world, and now the whole world, we as black women, we already at the bottom of the motherfucking totem pole. Everybody, we at the very fucking bottom. So the last thing we need is our brothers, whether you at least look at me like your sister or your cousin, it's shitting on me. Right? Making other men not want to date me because we're problematic and all these other things, right? So all we saying is just like, shut up, nigga. Shut your ass up.
And to me, that's a big problem that we have in the black community. That's a big problem that we have between men and modern women. They don't want you to say anything about problems or issues that we are having. We have problems. We have issues between men and women, between black men and black women, but women don't want to hear anything. She wants you to be just like her husband. Sit there with your mouth closed and don't say nothing about it. Don't say nothing. That's what they want you to do. And anytime a man says something, they get upset. We're talking about things that we want. We don't want a woman with a nasty, bad attitude. We don't want a woman who's acting like a man. We don't want a woman coming to us overweight and obese. We don't want a woman who's sleeping around with everybody. We don't want a woman coming to us with a whole bunch of kids from all kind of different guys. We don't want that. But when we say something about it, you just need to be quiet. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing about it. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. Keep your mouth. Just go over there and keep your mouth closed. You making us look bad. No, you're making yourself look bad. Men don't have to say anything because a lot of women post this stuff. You got women out here, they're posting. A man got to make 6 figures. You even got women out here talking about you got to pay them before going out on a date. You got to pay for my babysitter so we can go out on a date. You got to pay me money before we even go out on a date. You got women talking about where they not gonna go. You got to just go to a fancy restaurant. These are modern women talking. But when a man talks about them or says anything like, I don't have to do that, they're upset. They just want you to be quiet and not say how you feel about things, not say what you want. And the man, the other married man in the video, he was basically saying what I just said. You have women out here, they don't ask men what they want. They don't ask a man what are some of the things that you want. They just automatically assume or they just go by the things that they want. They don't even think about a man. They don't even think about what he wants. Well, he'll accept this. And a lot of men, we're saying things that we don't want. We don't care about no BBLs. We don't care about you having eyelashes. We don't care about makeup. We don't care about fake hair. We don't care about none of that stuff. We care about the person. We care about being with a good person. We care about being with a woman who's respectful. We care about a woman who's looking good and taking care of herself and eating right. We care about those things. And then when men say those things, women just go about and do whatever they want and try to make it like you just gotta accept this. And that's how that lady was talking. You just gotta accept the way that I'm talking. And she's in there talking loud, dominating the conversation. And she felt like at that point, probably I know she don't feel like it now because of all the people that's been talking about her. But at that moment when she was talking, she felt like because I'm talking the most and I'm dominating the conversation, I'm right. And that's a lot of modern women. That's a lot of black women. And we all know women like that. They feel like just because they talking the most and they the loudest, they think they're right. On getting my point, you just loud and wrong. And she was just loud and wrong. Disrespect her husband, disrespect other people's homes, disrespect the other people's country. You can't go over there and I hope these women don't think they can take this stuff to other people's countries. And that's part of the conversation as well. These other countries, it's not the United States. You're not gonna be able to go over there and be rude in public and be talking crazy about people. And you think those women gonna follow your lead? They're looking at you and they see what you get. You're not getting married. These modern women nowadays are not getting married. These black women are not getting married. They trying to get pregnant by somebody and get some money for 18 years. That's all they trying to do now. Cause they know they're not gonna get a ring because of their attitude. And they want you, my main thing from this video, she kind of reiterated, they want men to be quiet. That's kind of what I got from the video. Don't say nothing. And then at the end of the video, gonna turn around, well, she was like, you can at least treat me like a sister or a cousin. You can at least treat me like, I'm one of your sisters. When she just talked straight trash about men. She just talked straight trash about black men. But then turn around and you talking about, well, y'all need to treat us like a sister. Who gonna do that? And that's weird anyway. I don't do that. That's why I said it's weird. I don't say, you're my sister. I don't do that. That's weird. That's just weird to me. But she wants you to have some kind of compassion for them when black women don't have any compassion for black men. Period. They'll talk down about him. If a man doesn't do what she wants, when she wants, how she wants, she gonna berate him just like she did. And I'm sure her house is great when her husband is doing what she wants. I'm sure her house is peace, and that's why he didn't say nothing. That's why he kept his mouth closed. Because the house is good as long as she getting her way. And that's not the proper way to be in a marriage. And you got this stuff going out, happy wife, happy life. It's not just about your happiness. So the man's supposed to be miserable. So he's supposed to be miserable for the rest of his life. He's supposed to keep his mouth closed. He's supposed to not say anything. He's supposed to close his mouth and just take whatever she says. That's not right. And that's why men are leaving. That's why these guys are going to every other country except for the United States and the West and Western countries like that. That's why men are leaving. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you follow them over there, because they don't have a government that's gonna back them like in the United States. Because women in the West, they know the government's gonna back them. Whatever they do, They're gonna back them up. They got a safety net. So you go over to these other countries then thinking you gonna talk crazy. That's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work like that. But just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys today. Yoda, go ahead on and like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Your comments will be greatly appreciated. And like I always say, love you guys millions, and I'll talk to you later. Global.